What if I were to tell you that a goalkeeper's most important job was not to save shots? Or that sometimes we overrate how valuable a goalkeeper's ability to stop goals from going in truly is? Now, before you call me crazy and click off this video, I don't think I fully believe those things are true, but at least allow me to explain why they might be. See, football has changed a lot over its history, and would probably look like a different sport to someone from 100 years ago. The evolution of positions, tactics, and roles has been spoken about a lot, but that's mostly to do with outfield players. Much like the change left in my parents' couch, it feels like goalkeepers have been long forgotten. A top club simply wouldn't have a defender who can't carry or pass the ball out from the back, or a striker who isn't willing and able to press. There are certain exceptions though. I find it really weird though that this rule doesn't seem to apply to all goalkeepers, and the man of the video, David De Gea, is a prime suspect when it comes to this. Now, this video is not meant to knock De Gea and undermine everything he's done for United. I'm just gonna explain a couple of his limitations and why United should be looking to move on from him if they're serious about contending for a league title soon. But let's start with the good side though, because I tend to be more positive, unlike United's goal difference. De Gea had a sublime shot-stopping season for the club from the red side of Manchester. He's an alright height for a keeper at 6'4", but he's shy of the true giants in net like your Thibaut Courtois or your Edouard Mendy's. What helps him make up for that difference though is his cat-like reflexes and incredible athleticism. He springs up like he's got a trampoline underneath him and manages to get his fingertips on these shots from range. If I had £1 for every time he got his fingertips to one of these, I'd have enough money to offer him his new contract. He's also really good from close range. He gets his hands down really quickly and is among the best at making saves with his feet. He managed the second best post-shot expected goals minus expected goals tally in the league. That means that based on the quality of shots he faced, he prevented the second most goals from going in. At plus 6.7, his mark is pretty firmly better than anyone else in the league besides Jose Sa, who was as good as Thibaut Courtois in the Champions League final pretty much every game of the season for Wolves. His influence was also pretty significant as De Gea faced the second most total post-shot XG in the league. That, coupled with the fact that he faced the second most shots on target, showed just how much of a shambles United's defense was last season, and therefore how influential he was in managing to at least lift United to the 12th best defense in the league. Really, no matter how you slice the cakes, De Gea is at least a good shot stopper, and might be an elite one. The rest of De Gea's game is a bit more suspect though. Let's start with his passing. De Gea accounted for just 3% of United's passes, which was the lowest share of any player. He attempted the 18th most passes in the league. That's slightly below average, but it seems even worse when you consider the fact that United had the 6th most possession. The keepers for all teams above United in terms of possession were all in the top 6 for passes attempted, except Edouard Mendy. De Gea also launches the ball more than his peers at the other top clubs in the league, and completes fewer of these passes. This is not a good sign, as it means that not only is De Gea not as involved in the build-up, but when he is, he's giving the ball up more than he should. This often means that it feels like United are playing a 10v11, which only makes their issues in possession seem 10 times worse. He also ranks near the bottom of the league for defensive actions outside the box, and that's pretty obvious when you watch him play. It seems like he's just glued to the line.
What is the goalkeeper doing? Why are you there?
This means he offers very little help to his defenders when they're defending in space, and makes them look a lot worse than they actually are. He also never comes out to claim crosses, and this is a big reason United have been so poor at defending set pieces. And I just want to reiterate, It's not like he's just shy of the elite tier of keepers in this area, or even just below average. He's literally at the bottom of the league. The obvious question is whether or not De Gea would work in an Erik Ten Hag system. At Ajax, Ten Hag placed a big emphasis on precise passing and maintaining control of the ball. This could be an issue for De Gea for reasons we've discussed earlier. United might also play with a higher defensive line, and again, United could run into some issues with De Gea's reluctance to leave his line, let alone his penalty area. His shot-stopping ability will definitely be welcome, but will it be enough to overcome the issues elsewhere in his game? Time will tell.